Hey y'all, we are down here on coastal Alabama. Me and my buddy Coop, my son, we're gonna be targeting anything that swims. We're using a variety of lures and a little bit of live bait, but y'all will see how fishing with lures will catch more fish. A lot of times people think that you need to use live bait. That's the way to go. Today, Cooper and I prove it, that you don't need any type of live bait to have an action-packed day. Let's Fish TV is on the air right now. Oh God, oh my gosh. Oh, check that out.
It's time for the only program that brings you real-time fishing reports from the Southeast region every week.
Cobia! Big one. And a monster! Look at that!
That's a Tawakoni giant.
This is Let's Fish.
Hey y'all, we're here on Mobile Bay, South Alabama. We're at fishing coastal waters of Alabama. I have been fishing these waters since I was 5 years old, and I've been guiding here full-time for 7 years, part-time all the way as long as 13 years. Got a lot of history with this place. We try to catch everything that swims, from the bottom dwellers like flounder to the top dwellers like big jacks, like hopefully we'll see today. We'll have this week's fishing reports from your local region from our insider reporters. We're gonna get this boat launched and get set up. Let's get this thing started at the studio for your weekend planning.
Hello and great news. The Salooner tables are indicating some of the best fishing of the month this weekend. Our charts show good game fish activity on both days. Peak daytime hours begin around midday at 11:24 on Saturday and 12:05 on Sunday. The best nighttime fishing will begin around 11:40 Saturday and midnight on Sunday. Depending on your location, the sun will rise around 7:43 and set around 6:42, and evenings will be bright with a full moon. Stick around, we've got fishing reports from across the area on the way. Plus, I'll return with MLF angler Alex Davis to answer this week's Ask the Pro question.
Out here at Dolphin Island, Alabama today, down here on Alabama Gulf Coast. Got a beautiful morning. We're gonna be looking for some of these big explosive jack cavallias out on the surface. What we're hoping for. Hopefully we can get some good topwater action there. Yeah, so me and Cooper, we're real opportunistic fishermen. So y'all stay tuned and let's go see what we can catch. Got him. They're right there with me, buddy. Oh my God, it popped free. There's another one, there's another one. Some drag pulling action here. Come on, fish. A lot of times the enjoyment is all in the blow up. The rest of it feels like work. Oh, come on. All right, here we go, here we go. Like I said, it starts to feel like work. Thanks, bud. Whew. Man, I tell you what, there is something special about hooking into a fish that tries to pull you out of the boat. We've got some line up here. Cooper's lure broke off. We were able to retrieve it, so we're gonna tie him back up and go see if we can get him one. This is the Mighty Jack. So a lot of these poppers come rigged with treble hooks. I have found that's swapping these things out for inline straight single hooks. We'll get your hookups. You may still lose one here or there, but you don't have all those treble hooks to worry about getting you boogered up, getting the fish boogered up, whatever. And it still, as you can see, is hooked on there very, very well. There we go. And I've been experimenting with these tandem, what they call dancing tandem hooks. They work well too to grab that fish. There he is. In all his might, the mighty Jack Crevalle.
Hey folks, it's time for your Carolinas Report, brought to you by Crazy Sister Marina, the leader in water sports on the Grand Strand. Our good friends over at Crazy Sister Marina want to make sure you have a great time on the water. Come rent a boat and do it yourself. We got a great tackle shop here, live bait, everything you need to have fun in the fall. Visit crazysistermarina.com for more information. Let's talk about inshore. So many things going on, but that water temperature falling at night is just working perfect. It's moving those trout into those schools. We've got lots of shrimp in all of our inlets, from Merle's Inlet down to Midway Inlet, Winyah Bay, and it is time to get out and target those fish. If you're down in Charleston, I know the redfish are starting to get in that love pattern where they start schooling up, heading for those shallow flats in the back. Get out there and chase them. Artificial baits work great, and I know you're going to be right there in those oyster beds. You can have some good times. This has been your Carolinas Report, brought to you by Crazy Sister Marina. Remember, fish smarter, not harder, and keep your chaos organized.
What we are doing out here, we're kind of putting ourselves in a high probability area of just seeing a lot of fish, a lot of different types of fish. And that's the beauty of the Alabama Gulf Coast, is we have opportunities, especially starting in about June of the year, all the way through about November, where we have a lot of different species. We have the mackerels around, the jacks, and then our normal species, like our redfish and speckled trout and flounder, stuff like that. So we're out here in a high probability area just to have a lot of opportunistic type fishing. We were using a big popper, trying to find us a big jack to blow up or a big redfish to hit that popper. We noticed there were some mackerel of some type chasing those baits all the way to the boat. That's what I love fishing with this kid. He's always into catching anything.
Nice.
Oh, nice Spanish. That is a stud Spanish.
Jeez, that's like 3 pounds.
That is a hammer of a Spanish mackerel right there, guys.
Dang.
Good job, Coop.
I got my flash.
So we saw these fish chasing our poppers and our big lures all the way back to the boat, and Cooper does not like to see fish and not catch those fish. So he swapped over to a diamond jig, and this is something that's made of lead. It has some reflective strips on it, has some hot colors, and Spanish mackerel are loving some hot colors almost always. So right there, that is a fine Spanish mackerel.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Lake Hartwell Country. Catch the feeling. Lose, feel the difference. Mamba Boats, ride with pride. Strike King, tie one on. Fishing Specialties, makers of the premier mount assembly for live sonar.
Right behind me. Yeah, there we go. There they are. Yep, got one. Right behind me. Yeah, there we go. There they are. Yep, got one.
Where are you?
Tease them up on the popper. He's trying to shake that popper. Man, he is fighting hard. I don't know if you had a chance to see it, but there was probably about 4 or 5 of them fighting over it, trying to get to it. Man, this is a rarity right here. I'm the one that's hooked up and Cooper's trying to get hooked up. Normally I'm the one standing around waiting to net his fish. No, I don't think it was a bull red. Watch out, I'm coming over your head, buddy. I like to beat the tackle up a little bit. We have these older Lew's M2 offshore rods. These things were money for being able to load up a lot of drag on whatever reel you pick, and put about 50-pound braid. Try to keep him. It's a pretty good one, Coop. All right, getting close. There we go, there we go. All right. Coming in, coming in, coming in. Got him, good job, buddy. Thanks for netting them for me. Usually I'm the one that's on the net. While I catch my breath, turn Cooper loose on the popper. Man, I tell you what, it's a blast. Those guys, not only are they entertaining, well, I thought I saw a school of fish out there. I saw some ripples, and I threw that popper out in front, popped it about 4 times, and there's fish and just came up out of the water on top of the lure. I tried to keep them coming, trying to get them a little closer to the boat so Cooper could get a cast in there, but instead that fish chased it down and got it before I could get it. I mean, I was going as fast as I could. So the objective here is having fun. You know, a lot of people talk about going fishing for bass or bass fishing or speckled trout fishing. Cooper and I, when we go fishing, we go fishing. We're going out here to catch whatever we can catch. And thank goodness I'm starting to catch fish and not having to get my butt whooped from him all day. So let's get back after it. Hey y'all, welcome to my favorite part of the show, the Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia Coastal Fishing Report. This segment's brought to you by me, Captain Patrick Garmison with Ugly Fishing. You can check out my website at uglyfishing.com. You can check out booking information as well as checking my availability. Money-saving opportunities on the homepage with salts gone, lurenet.com, and Pure Flats Fishing, creator of the Slick Lure. Here along the Alabama coast, on the beaches, the near shore areas are absolutely covered up with jacks and bull reds. If you're not on them, where you are, just keep moving. Use your side scan on your fish finders. Look for those schools of fish. Talked to Ronnie Daniels out of Pass Christian, Mississippi Fisherman Guide Service. He said that the bull reds are way up in the marsh feeding on shrimp, and he said the action is great. He said there's a lot of speckled trout in the marsh as well, but he said the real action for speckled trout and white trout are in the bays and sound areas. And he said using a tandem rig to catch them 2 at a time is a lot of fun. Greg Hildreth with Georgia Fishing Charters, St. Simons Island area, he said that the bull red bite is really good. Inshore bites on fire. So man, if y'all are ready to fish, ready to stretch a line, there's a lot of opportunities in the Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi areas. So y'all go enjoy a good day on the water. Y'all remember, keep what you need, leave the rest, and God bless, guys. It can be hard to get them to bite. Oh, got one. Atta boy. Right when I said it might be hard to get them to bite. What'd you get? Nice Spanish, another nice Spanish. My boy.
That's 2 nice Spanish, and that's the 2 fish that I found on there. There we go.
Nice job, buddy.
Thanks.
That's another fine one right there. Look at how thick that fish is. That is not a summertime fish. This one's fattening up for the winter. Spanish are kind of pelagic for our area, so we don't have them year round. They move in usually around March and move out usually around November, maybe into December. But yeah, great specimen of a Spanish mackerel right there. Key indicator on how to tell a Spanish from a king, that white is a dead giveaway on a Spanish, and then his lateral line is kind of a slow drop. King mackerel have a fast drop.
So that catch right there, they were blown up on some bait fish, and I casted that diamond jig over there and worked it through them, and that Spanish smoked it and got him in quick.
Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Mercury, Go Boldly, Lowrance, the ultimate fishing system, Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, Alabama. Plan or book your fishing charter at orangebeach.com. Motor Guides Tour Pro with GPS anchor, powered by Passion. Glacier outdoors since 1982.
Oh, it's a pompano! Yeah, baby!
What? You got a pompano?
I got a pompano. Made a little move, just come out here to fish some structure. As we talked about before, we're just opportunistic fishing. We're just trying to take opportunities that are available to us. A lot of times you come around these gas rigs, you have some good opportunities where you have a lot of fish that accumulate around here. Here we found us another Spanish, and Cooper's taking that one off. We'll let that one go. And man, I tell you what, Cooper has enjoyed catching Spanish about as much as any other species as we target out here. I enjoyed it a lot as a kid. I would beg my dad, just let me go Spanish mackerel fishing. There's a couple of things that's awesome about them, is you can catch them on a variety of tactics, and generally when you hook them, they're gonna pull drag. So best of both worlds, you know. They're gonna bite pretty easy, pull drag, I'll take them every day. Oh, did I finally hook one? I finally got one. See if I can actually get them in the boat this time. I don't know what I have though. It may not be a Spanish.
Probably a spade.
Might be a spade fish actually.
Oh, I had one.
Fight.
Right next to the boat.
We'll see what I have here.
Yep, spade.
Yep, a little spade. No, it's not. Oh, it's a pompano! Yeah, baby!
What? You got a pompano?
I got a pompano. See? That's why we can come out here and fish these rigs. We never know what you're gonna catch.
And there's one.
Heck yeah, look at that pompano, guys. So this is a type of fish that a lot of people target off of the beaches around Gulf Shores and Orange Beach, Alabama. And man, that is a really nice species right there. So I hooked one earlier that fought very similar to this, and I played it off as thinking it was a spade fish. And turns out it's a really nice pompano. Hooked him right in the corner of the mouth. So we talked about that kale hook, and it is really good at hooking fish right in the corner of the mouth. But that is a really nice sized pompano for me. Don't catch them much in the bay, but you know, if you're not out fishing and trying, you'll never know what you're gonna get. I'm gonna let this guy go. Got this thing set up with, I'm using 40-pound leader. I attached it to a 20-pound leader, so I have a fair amount of monofilament to get me away from my bright colored braid. Tell you, the bright colored braid seems a little counterintuitive to some fishermen, but when you have, oh, Cooper's hooked up. So you have a bright line and you can kind of see it as it's drifting down through the water. Sometimes you may see just a little bit of a jump and then know that you just got a bite. Cooper's doing really well on his jig and actually out catching me.
Watch our latest episode or catch up on past episodes on our website at letsfishtv.com. Be sure to hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter for new fishing videos every day. And download the free Waypoint TV app to get all the latest episodes every week on your phone, tablet, computer, or smart TV. Let's Fish TV is proudly backed by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there. Visit Mississippi. Wanderers welcome. Power Pull. Total Boat Control. Balls Out. Made in the USA. Heavy duty mounts for your fish finders. Rely on. Challenge your limits.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's get right on over to your Ask the Pro question for this week. Don would like to know, what are some tips for fishing in the winter? For an answer, we asked MLF angler Alex Davis.
Alex Davis here, MLF Pro. One thing I always thought in the wintertime, I needed it to get, the bite would be better later in the day. You know, the sun comes out, you think it warms up the weather, warms up the water. But what I've learned, fish bite best first thing in the morning. So if you're gonna go fishing in the wintertime, don't sleep in, don't get your breakfast and your coffee. If you're gonna do it real early. Get out there first thing, get your jerkbait, and they'll also bite things fast moving. Another myth I thought, had to go slow, opposite. You can reel something fast and they'll absolutely knock the rod out of your hand.
Thank you, Alex. If you want some help from one of the pros, simply go to letsfishtv.com and follow the Ask the Pro link to submit a question.
Here's today's Right Stuff, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Cooper went and dug in his tackle box today and he pulled out this diamond jig. Hot pink, yellow, silver stripe, single hook. Really, really simple bait. It's like, who in the world would eat that, or what would eat that? But Cooper shows us today that this is a fish killer. He caught Spanish mackerel after Spanish mackerel, and very simple jig. So nice job on showing us that one, Cooper. He also dug this one out, little duster rig, not quite as durable, but equally as effective. A little slower presentation. Seemed like that got their attention as it was sinking real slow through the water column, whereas that one, he was really ripping it through the water. Show you the other action we had was on top water, throwing big poppers. This thing gets the attention of big fish. If you want big fish to bite, you get their attention with big poppers. This thing's set up with inline single hooks where you're free, where you're not having to chase around those treble hooks. Our equipment today, we had the old Lew's offshore rod and the Lew's inshore 400 paired with the inshore speed stick. Really got the job done. This is a 7.5 foot rod, medium heavy. As you can see with all the scales covering it, we had plenty of action, plenty of fun. How about it, Coop?
Good.
Good. Man, a few words. Man, I really appreciate Andrew letting me step in and share our day with y'all. We have had an absolute blast catching fish out here. Thanks for tuning in, and tight lines, God bless.